Hi, it's Joanna from JMP Art Studio. I am a trainer and a training and development supervisor and an art enthusiast. I am a self-taught artist and I know that there are a lot of things that is related to art and to my work, so I wanted to incorporate it and put it into a lot of videos and share it with you. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the 28 habits that will help us achieve total self-love. Now, before we dive into the 28 habits, first, let's get to know what is self-love. Self-love, by definition, means that it is regard for our own happiness and our own advantage. This term has been conceptualized both as a human necessity and as a moral flaw. It is actually synonymous to the words conceitedness, narcissism, and things like that. But our goal here is to develop self-love that will help us find our inner happiness, for us to be able to share that inner happiness around the people that we love and cherish the most. So everything starts from within, and that is the first step to be able to find the love that we genuinely need. Okay, so the first one is be kind to yourself. What does that mean? Being kind to yourself only means that you care for yourself, because if you are kind to something, you're kind to someone, you show that person that you care. So if you show self-care to yourself, then not only do you take care of yourself physically, but you take care of yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually. You do a lot of exercise for yourself to be fit. You take care of your spiritual health by feeding your soul the words of God, and of course, to be able to strengthen and make your mental health healthy, you must be able to practice that skills on how to raise your emotional intelligence or raise your emotional quotient. So whenever you feel any emotion that is beyond your control, then you try to figure out what is wrong with you. You try to figure out how will you be able to show that you care for yourself, not only with your body, but in your mind and your soul. So always be kind to yourself by showing that you care for yourself and being self-aware of the things that needs to be solved, or things that has to be looked into, and things like that. The second one is to see beauty in the simple things. So whenever we wake up in the morning, even the sun reminds us that each day gives us the opportunity to start a new beginning, to be able to see the flowers bloom, the sky is so clear, everything that is around you. You just need to find the beauty in it by yourself, because if you look into negativity, then you're gonna end up looking for more things that might ruin your day. But if you look into the beauty, look into positivity, then everything will be smooth, everything will be amazing, because you're able to look into positivity, and positivity attracts luck, attracts all the things that might have or might influence the day to go how you want it to go, because it's either you control your day, or the day controls your day, or the day controls your life. It's up to you how you want things to be. So condition your mind and condition yourself to see beauty in each things that happens. And of course, the third one is strengthen your spiritual side. So pray and be grateful. Don't just pray for those moments that you're asking for something, or whenever you're facing some difficulties. Always pray for the things that you're thankful for the things that you are amazed of, the things that not only affects you, but also the things or the people that matter to you. So always give thanks and pray, and feed your soul the words of God. Number 4 is don't worry about others' opinions. It's easier said than done. I know, I get that, but whatever you do and whatever you say, there will always be a reaction to it by other people, because all of us are guilty of being a critic, just like what this common quote says, that the easiest job in the world is to be a critic, and we just have to accept the fact that people will always have something to say, no matter how good or bad you are. So just don't let it affect you, and do the things that you like, or do the things that you want, as long as you're not hurting anyone, as long as you're not doing anything bad. Then don't worry about other people's opinion. Fifth is stop comparing yourself to others. Now, this habit is something that really matters, because in our day-to-day life we are always being tested, because whenever you're having some difficulties, you see other people that, why is it that I'm having a bad day and that person is having a good day? So just remember that the truth is, the real people are not perfect, and the perfect people are not real. So no matter how beautiful and how perfect the picture looks, we don't really know what is behind it. We don't know what is behind those things that look so good in front, but we don't know what is going on behind closed doors. So just don't compare your life to others, because we have different paces in our life, and life is not a race. If your life is taking very slow progress, don't worry about it, as long as you're making progress. And if you see someone succeeding before you, then be happy for that person. Be grateful that you're able to do what you can today. Being alive is already a blessing, because we don't know what the other people are going through. So stop comparing yourself. Stop comparing yourself, your life, your looks to others, because you don't know that whenever you're not happy with yourself, whenever you're complaining about how you look or how your life is or how your family is, you don't know that behind you there is someone that would trade his life just to have yours. So stop comparing yourself. Be grateful for the life that you have. Next is speak your mind assertively. Whenever we say assertively, it is the perfect balance of being or having positivity and aggressiveness. Like, you're able to express yourself confidently and boldly, but you are not aggressive. You are not negatively expressing yourself. Whenever you have something or some ideas that you want to share, don't be shy to share it. Just figure out how are you able to share it. Or whenever you have an opinion that needs to be heard, how do you express that in a way that that person you're going to talk to will not feel any feeling of being offended or being sad or mad or anything like that. So be assertive. Express yourself confidently but not rudely. Next is put yourself first. Now, putting yourself first doesn't mean that you're being selfish or self-centered. It only means that how can you help other people if you are unhealthy or unwell, or how can you give someone let's say compassion and love if you yourself, you don't love yourself, you don't take care of yourself? How can you take care of your parents if you don't take care of yourself first? So putting yourself first is not being selfish, but it only means that you know what is your priority. Because if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't put yourself first, who will? So before you give 100% of your love and affection to someone, be sure that you're already complete yourself 100%. You already love yourself. You already have given yourself the care it needs, the love it needs, the compassion that it needs. And next is take every opportunity life presents or create your own. Now, there are a lot of opportunities that we weren't able to take because of so many other reasons. I don't want to get into details, but let's just say if it's a job opportunity and you can't grab it because of a reason that you can go there, or is it far, or you have your priority, you have to take care of your parents, you have to stay with them, then you create your own. You figure out how will you be able to have an opportunity that you are able to create on your own. Just like whenever there's a door and then it's too late, it has already closed, then you create your own door. You find a way to be able to have that opportunity again, because life has so many challenges, but life also has a lot of opportunities. So if you can find one, create one for your own self. Next is process your fears. All of us, we have a lot of fears. I mean, all of us has existing fears that we are trying to overcome, and don't rush yourself. I mean, if your fear is public speaking, let's just say, so how can you overcome the butterflies that you feel whenever you go in front or whenever you're expressing yourself? So how do you do that? You face your fear by processing it, by doing it. How will you be able to overcome it? So find a way to overcome that fear, because one way or another, you're going to be facing that same fear, and you won't let that ruin that opportunity or ruin your life just because you're afraid to face it. So whenever you have the chance, try to resolve that fear, try to figure out how will you be able to overcome that. So it's always mind over matter. So try to process that fear. Next is, don't be afraid to let go of toxic people. Now, wherever you go, whatever you do, there's always gonna be someone that is toxic that might cause you to ruin your day. It could be a friend, it could be a coworker, it could be a relative, it could be anyone in your circle. Now, don't hesitate to remove that person, because what we are trying to do here is to achieve self-love. What if that person continuously gives opinions and ruins the decisions that you do yourself, or whenever you have this goal, or you wanted to create a business, or you wanted to create your own life, and then this person comes in and try to influence you into changing your mind and trying to make you as miserable as he or she is. So if that person is like that, maybe it's time to let that person go. So you don't necessarily have to rudely remove that person, because there's also a way. You just avoid that person and try not to invest energy on that person, to be able to focus on yourself for positivity. Next is, remember, your value doesn't depend on how your body looks. Yes, because if the society dictates that this has to be the look, you have to be beautiful, you have to be sexy, you have to weigh this, you have to look this, you have to wear this kind of things. So your value is not based on those things, because your value is within the character that you have, the character that you possess, because those are just physical things that will tarnish eventually as the years goes by. But the character, the values that you have will stay with you forever, as long as you live, because value is something that you stand for whenever everything has already fallen off. Because whenever you have value, you have something to fight for, you have something to make you who you are. And whatever you look like, no matter who you look like, no matter what you look like, it doesn't really matter, because what matters is your character, your value, and that's what matters most if you want to be able to develop yourself. Next is, allow yourself to make mistakes. Recognize your negative thoughts and replace them. Now, whenever you make any mistake, whatever it is, try to learn from it, because like what I've said, the real people are not perfect and the real people are not real. So no matter what mistakes you have done, learn from it, because we're not perfect. So it's okay as long as we are able to learn from it. And if you have any negative thoughts, replace them with positive thoughts. I know it's easier to say, but it's really hard to do. So these are habits that will help you, and try to do it and see how it goes or how it affects your life. Next is, live your favorite day. Now, what do we mean by this? So every day we go to work, we do our routine. So it wouldn't hurt if we have that one favorite day of the week that we reward ourselves with things that will make us happy. So maybe we buy something for ourselves, maybe we we do something that we like, a hobby that will make our day. So live your favorite day, even just for a week. Reward yourself with something that will make you happy. Next is carve out enough sleep. Now, this is very important because if you don't have enough sleep, it's really obvious that you don't have that energy. So everyone, we need to sleep. We have to be able to reward ourselves that rest, because we need some rest from all those stress in our work, in our personal lives. So sleeping will give us that time to rest our mind, our body, and our soul. And of course, if you need a power nap, then do it. Next is start journaling every morning. So maybe it's a good idea whenever you wake up in the morning, write down the things that you're thankful for, or write down the things that you want to do for that day, or write down the goals that you have in mind. So writing is a way for you to remember the things that you wanted to do. Next is fill your plate with foods that nourish your body and your mind. So you are what you eat. So if you eat junk foods, then you already know what will happen to you. So it's a good thing that you eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. I know we often hear this, if you really want to be healthy, but it's really the truth. What you eat is who you are. So it's very important that we take care of ourselves and be mindful of the things that we put inside of us, especially if it's junk foods. I know junk foods are our like comfort food, so it's kind of okay if we have it like maybe once a month, just a reward for ourselves. So it's a good thing that whenever you wanted to lose weight, you control the food that you intake. But you also have to be very cautious of the fruits and vegetables that you intake. You also have to be mindful of the things that you eat, because it will make you a better and healthy person, and that is a way for you to show that you care for yourself and that you love yourself. Next is find physical activities or movement that feel like a reward, not a punishment. So if you love dancing, then you do that. Because our body is made to move. So we weren't born to just sit down and do nothing. So it's the new smoking, they say now, is sitting. Sitting like 8 hours a day is dangerous for health. So what I do if I notice myself like I've been sitting all day at work, so I try to stand up and do some stretching, because like what I said, our body is made to move. So if you wanted to be able to exercise, find an exercise that you want. So it shouldn't be like a punishment, like if you're not into jogging, so you just do some walking. If you don't like working out, like physical workout, heavy aerobics or anything like that, then you could just do some yoga. So it really depends upon you, as long as you practice movement, because our body is made to move. Next is stop the scolding habit. What do I mean by that? It's like saying, I should be happy, I should be successful, I should be married at this age, I should be able to have this kind of car, I should have this kind of things like that, blah blah blah. So stop that scolding habit. Don't make yourself like you're so pressured with everything that you wanted to achieve and you're already stressing yourself out. So just take it slow. If you're unable to do it today, then don't make yourself so stressed out that you need to finish the deadline today. Because if you can do it now, even though you tried so hard, then you could just do it later after taking a power nap, or maybe you could do it like tomorrow if opportunity permits. So stop scolding yourself. Next is spend 5 minutes a day meditating. Now, meditating every single day makes your mind at ease. So just 5 minutes. Maybe you listen to music that could help you relax and think of positivity, and you just sit down and meditate. Take a deep breath. Exhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So 5 minutes is not that much. You can do it anywhere as long as there is peace, there's silence, and then you try to breathe in and then breathe out. Next is respect your body. What do we mean by this? So whenever you feel exhausted, you're so tired from everything, from work, from everything. So listen to your body. It needs rest. Rest if you must. If you're tired, rest. If you're hungry, you eat. If you're eating too much, then stop. It's as simple as that. Respect your body, listen to your body. And of course, cherish your body. Drink a lot of water, exercise. Don't expose yourself too much on things that is going to pollute you. What I mean is like the dust, the smokes from all those vehicles, or even things that can pollute your mind. So surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with beautiful things that could help your mind and body feel at ease. Respect your body by taking care of your body. Next is taking it one day at a time. You have a goal? Good. But you don't rush it, because life is not a race. Take it one step at a time. And then you will just be shocked seeing like, oh, I am almost there. I could already see the goal that I really wanted to achieve. So just take it slow. Don't pressure yourself. And of course, develop a long-term plan. So remember that failing to plan is planning to fail. So it's a good thing that you have a plan in mind, because you have a direction, you have a purpose. If your goal is to be able to have your own home at this certain age, then you start saving up, start working really hard. Because if you don't have a plan, then it's like you're a boat without a direction. But if you're a boat with a destination, you're a boat with a solid direction where you're going to lead yourself, then you're going to be able to achieve that goal. And of course, focusing on your self-talk. Now, it's very important to talk to yourself, be able to know what you feel at the moment. We have to be self-aware of our strengths and weaknesses, and just be able to hear and listen to what our self is trying to say. Whenever maybe we're stressed out or depressed, listen to yourself. Don't listen to other people's opinions. Next is relishing your alone time. So if you need some alone time, do it. Just remember, you need to relish that alone time. You have to have some time with yourself. Try to assess yourself. Where are you now? And then just take a deep breath and try to talk to yourself again and have that alone time of taking care of yourself. And of course, surround yourself with positive people. If you surround yourself with negative people, there's really a tendency that you're going to be a negative person as well. So try to surround yourself with people that makes you a better person, that sees you as someone who they respect, who they love, and then don't let that people go. Make that people your strength and your support system. Because again, no man is an island. Everybody needs someone to talk to. Everybody needs someone that they can rely on. We just have to be very cautious on choosing the people that we're going to be with. And last but not least is, of course, do the things that you love. Whatever it is, as long as it makes you happy, and as long as it doesn't hurt anyone, do what you want. Do what you love. If you love painting, just like I do, then I do it every single day, because I am who I am because of that feeling of painting and art makes me that person that I wanted to be. And doing the things that you love makes you a better person, makes you a happy person. Then whatever it is, if it's singing, dancing, acting, or if it's playing mobile games, then do it. All you need to do is remember that self-love is not being selfish. As long as everything is done in moderation, then it's already a great and a good thing to do. So that's it. That's our 28 habits on achieving that total self-love. I know there are a lot more of habits, then if you have that, then you could do it. As long as it's something that could help you, then do it. So I hope you enjoyed listening to me. I know there's a lot of things that I have mentioned, and I try my best to do it, all of it, but things are easier said than done, but action speaks louder than words. Well, literally it is. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe and like and share if you can, and please be able to spread self-love, spread the news that self-love is not being selfish. So if you think that you're having a stressful day, try to talk to yourself, try to remember that yourself is very important. You're someone who matters. So thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next on my other videos. Thank you. Bye.